Theories of Growth and Development Part 5 Functional Matrix Theory. It was introduced by Melvin Moss in 1960s. He shifted focus from genetic blueprint to dynamic environmental response and said that the origin, form, position, growth and maintenance of all skeletal tissues and organs are secondary, compensatory and necessary response to chronologically and morphologically prior events or that occurs in specifically related non-skeletal tissues, organs, and functioning space. He used functional cranial components which are given by van der Klaus, which divide into two-part functional matrix and skeletal units. Functional matrix include tissues, organs, and space, and skeletal units include bone, cartilages, and teeth. Functional matrix again divide into two parts, which is periosteal matrices and capsular matrices, and skeletal units include microskeletal units and macroskeletal units. Microskeletal units include the parts of bone whose form is determined by single functional matrix, which either periosteal matrices or capsular matrices. Then macroskeletal units are the entire bone or collectives of a skeletal units. Then periosteal matrices include muscles and tendons. They act directly on the microskeletal units through deposition and resorption to change size and shape. For example, masseter muscle influence the growth of mandibular angle, which is the part of mandible. Then capsular matrices are the functioning spaces which include neurocranial, oral, nasal, pharyngeal cavities. They act directly by expanding and moving, which is translating entire skeletal unit in space. For example, expanding brain translates the bone of the skull outwards. So in 1960s, Moss said that the muscle pulls and bone grows, but scientists asked how. Does the bone have ears? How does it hear the muscle pulling? Moss revisited the theory and explained the ear of the bone, which is mechanotransduction. So mechanotransduction is a biological process by which cells convert mechanical stimulus like physical pull, push or vibration into the chemical signals like cellular activity. So bone has a fluid which surrounding the cells of the bone like osteocytes. So when muscle pulls the bone, these cause the fluid to ripple, and bone cells which are osteocytes fill those ripples and turn that filling into the chemical signals. For example, child has small jaw. So the problem is child breathe through the mouth and the tongue sits low. So no expansion forces and it result into narrow jaw. So we have to find that expansion forces, use the functional appliances to mimic that missing forces. For example, twin block.